faith in you.
Hi everyone, so I'm at the airport. I am going to Kentucky for spring break. I'm excited, finally done the classes. I went from class like straight to the airport. The side that I'm on actually has a plum market here, which is really nice because last time I was here, I was put at like the gates at the opposite side and there wasn't really anything for me to eat. Like I got a salad and it was contaminated with dairy, so that was fun. But yeah, so we got plum market, we got some salad, which is really good. I highly recommend if you have plum market near you, the kale Brussels sprout salad is really, really good. It's vegan. And then they also had my favorite protein drink. So I am very excited for that. I'm gonna have this and then get on the plane and
I have too much faith in you. Babe, when will it end? 1 minute you're here, the next you're gone. Your promises always end up falling through.
Good morning, or shall I say afternoon, because I am looking at the clock and it is currently 1:45 p.m. in the afternoon. Yeah, my bad. I am very disoriented. I woke up late and yeah, I'm still on spring break. Therefore, I'm still in Louisville and in my pajamas. Oh well. I made some stuffed French toast yesterday. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, can easily be made not gluten-free, not dairy-free, whatever you guys like. It has approximately 24 grams of protein and 500 calories. Please take that with a grain of salt because it's a rough estimate and it's dependent on the ingredients I use, which means it will change depending on what ingredients you use. As in like the bread and like dairy stuff, if you guys swap that out. Yeah, I do want to talk about calorie counts and some other things that people messaged me on Instagram saying that they wanted me to try and address in this first video, but that will be after the recipe, so stay tuned for the recipe, which is next after I'm done talking. Anyways, if you guys make it, please comment below because I love it when people on Instagram like message me, sending me foods that they've made of like my recipes, and I just love hearing the feedback and everything and any modifications you guys made. So please, if you do, leave a comment and I will respond. I like to respond to my comments that people leave. I feel like it's more fun to be interactive. Feels like it's more real than me talking to my camera phone. Yeah. I promise I'll get better at this. I'm an awkward person and introverted normally, so I'm still figuring this all out. I realized I did forget to mention that all of my recipes, I don't use refined sugar, which means I get my sugar sources from mainly fruit or maple syrup or coconut sugar if I'm feeling I want something more sweet, but I generally try and stay away from those and focus on getting my sweets mainly from fruits because there's fibers still attached to it, and that means the blood sugar spike is not as bad. So just a heads up if you are used to adding like white sugar, brown sugar, stuff like that. It does take some time to get used to, but I promise you, your body will thank you for it later and you will come to like it and actually crave more fruits and vegetables and everything. So yeah, that's just a little heads up. I hope you guys still enjoy the recipe, even if you are not one to typically only sweeten with non-refined sugar. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
but you fall away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, name in the sky. Does it ever get lonely? Thinking you can live without me, thinking you can live without me. Maybe I'm the one who put you up there, I don't know why. Thinking you can live without me, thinking you can live without me. Maybe I'm the one who put you up there, I don't know why. Gave love about 100 tries, just running from the demons in your mind. Then I took yours and made them mine. I didn't notice cause my love was blind. I said I'd catch you if you fall, and if they left them, fuck them all. And then I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet, just so you can take advantage of me. Tell me how's it feel, sitting up there, feeling so high, but you fall away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, name in the sky. Does it ever get lonely? Thinking you can live without me, thinking you can live without me. Maybe I'm the one who put you up there, I don't know why. Thinking you can live without me, thinking you can live without me. Maybe I'm the one who put you up there, I don't know why. Yeah, you don't have to say just what you did, I already know, but I had to go and find out from them. So tell me how's it feel, so tell me how's it feel, sitting up there, feeling so high, but you fall away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, name in the sky. Does it ever get lonely? Thinking you can live without me, thinking you can live without me. Maybe I'm the one who put you up there, I don't know why.
Hey, I was doing just fine before I met you. I drink too much and that's an issue, but I'm okay. Hey, you tell your friends it was nice to meet them, but I hope I'll never see them again. I know it breaks your heart, moved to the city in a broke down car, and 4 years no call, now you're looking pretty in a hotel bar. And I can't stop, no I can't stop. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder, pull the sheet right off the corner of the mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't never getting older. We ain't never getting older. We ain't never getting older.
Look as good as the day I met you. I forget just why I left you. It's insane. Stay and play that Blink-182 song that we beat death in Tucson. Okay. I know it breaks your heart. Moved to the city in a broke down car, and 4 years no call. Now I'm looking pretty in a hotel bar, and I can't stop. No,
Hi everyone, so I'm glad that I'm finally able to get to this fitness talking portion of the video. First off, I want to tell you all that everything I am telling you all about is from what I've learned through my NSCA certification. I am a certified NSCA CPT, as well as my schooling at the University of Michigan School of Kinesiology. I am a health and fitness major, currently a junior, almost done with my junior year. I was also pre-med for a while through the School of LS&A at U of M as well. and as well as my own research that I've done out of curiosity for papers that I wrote for school. So I had asked people on my Instagram, since Instagram is where I originally started, what they would like me to try and address in this first YouTube video. And the ones that stuck out or seemed to be the most popular were how to increase endurance or stamina. One person in particular said that they were a baseball player and they're trying to prepare for the baseball season. And then the second topic that I want to talk to you all about is on how to increase mobility, because I know that a lot of my followers are bodybuilders, power lifters, super into fitness, some maybe not, just starting to get into fitness, which is great, and that's awesome. And a lot of people maybe just want to know how to increase their mobility, which I know is something that I've been trying to work on for a while, since I used to not stretch. It just sounds so bad. I'm going to talk about that in this video as well. The importance of stretching, because that has to do with mobility. Anyways, to start with the first topic on how do I increase my stamina or endurance. If you hear me switch off between the two, they mean pretty much the same thing. So I may switch off between the two words because I was asked, someone phrased it in stamina and another person phrased it as endurance, which is the same thing. So let's get started on that. If you are someone who trains aerobically for 90 minutes or more per session, then your glycogen storage should be replenished by having at least 7 to 10 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. So as an example, if you are a person who is approximately 165 pounds, then that means 600 to 750 grams of carbs per day. For those who aren't that familiar with working out and everything, your body's main source of fuel is going to be carbs, which are stored in glycogen storage, and when you work out, you deplete those glycogen storages, which are in your muscles, and you want to try and replenish those back after you work out so that you are able to work out again the next day, move, even walking. If you've have ever had a really hard workout and then just got super sore after, that's from lactic acid buildup, which is different, but you wouldn't really be able to get a great workout in again right after if you don't replenish your glycogen stores adequately. Like you would later, but it wouldn't be as quick. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Sticking with the topic. Sorry, I do that a lot. I've been working on that. Little fun fact about me. Anyways, continuing on with this topic. 600 to 750 grams of carbs sounds like a lot. I don't know, to you guys that sounds a lot. To me that sounds a lot. Maybe because I'm nowhere near 165 pounds. I wish I could have that many carbs. Also, on the side note of carbs, everyone's body is different in response to carbs, proteins, fats, whatever, differently. So what I'm telling you guys is all general recommendations, and if you want more specific recommendations for you individually, I would recommend seeing a registered dietitian, sports nutritionist, your doctor, stuff like that. Anyways, keeping on with the topic, many of us are not training for 90 minutes or more a day. I don't even really train 90 minutes or more a day. Some days I do 90 minutes, but that's including my warm-up, my cool-down, stretching, like all of that stuff. So if you are training 90 minutes or more a day, yeah, try and aim for 7 to 10 grams per kilogram of your body weight. For many of us who are not training 90 minutes or more a day, then research has shown that 5 to 6 grams per kilogram of your body weight per day is adequate. It's sufficient enough. That's all that'll do the job, basically. To make that simple and short, that'll do the job. You do not have to aim for 7 to 10 grams per kilogram per day if you are not training for more than 90 minutes a day, if that's too hard. But you also want to make sure that you are getting plenty of water or liquid in general. I know some people don't like the taste of water, so what they tend to reach for is sports drink, Gatorade, Powerade, stuff like that. But a note on that, if you are someone who's trying to train for like weight loss as well or manage your weight, be very careful with those drinks. Those are high in sugar, because sugar is carbs and stuff, and many of us don't need that much. We're not from like that one workout, and it can actually lead to weight gain. Another fun fact, Gatorade was made for the Florida Gators, who are training in extreme heat, sweating a bunch, and that is where water is not enough. You need to replace your electrolytes. Many of us are not training to that extent, so that is why I say just tread carefully with that. But either way, you need to have liquids when you are working out and to help digest all those carbs. And just digestion in general, actually, if you are hydrated, your metabolism increases. That's how your food digests, and everything in your body works correctly. So try and stay hydrated, everyone. Drink your water, liquid, whatever it is, just stay hydrated. So, continuing on. The workout that, if you guys want to do your own research, is known as strength endurance training, and that means you are trying to enhance the ability of targeted muscles, certain muscles, to perform as many repetitions as possible, or basically continue working out for a long period of time. The general recommendations are approximately 10 to 15 repetitions for beginner or intermediates, and 10 to 25 repetitions for those who are more advanced, and no more than 3 sets per exercise. For those of you who are new to working out, the fitness, these terms may sound confusing, like reps, sets, superset, like all this. If it sounds confusing to you, you're not alone. If you want to know more, if you can message me, don't be afraid to message me, leave a comment. I'll try and explain it in other words. There's nothing wrong with not knowing. When I first was doing my fitness journey, I was like, whoa, sets, reps, what? Yeah, so don't be shy. I am not mean. I don't bite. Make sure that people having a good time, enjoying working out, being active, safe, most importantly. And yeah, so there are a certain amount of repetitions and sets depending on your goals. So if you want to do strength training, power training, endurance, so much other stuff. They all kind of relate, but at the same time, they're different. And that I can go into all of that in another video. But just FYI, why my recommendation sounds so specific is because those general recommendations are for the purpose of trying to target endurance. Moving on to the next topic. How do I increase my mobility? It's funny because that is something I'm trying to work on as well, and actually I have been pretty good at working on this. I hate to say this, I was one to not really stretch before. I didn't know any better. Like, yes, I was a varsity athlete, double varsity athlete in high school. You know, we'd stretch, we warmed up a little, stretch and stuff. I didn't think it was that important. Little did I know I was very, very wrong. I will talk more about the importance of warming up and stretching in a sec because that relates to mobility. But let me just give you all a general thing with mobility. I have a lot of followers who are power trainers, bodybuilders, just people who love to work out in general, and athletes of all kinds. I'm going to tell you this. Do not skip your warm-up. Like, please, you aren't going to. If there's one thing you take away from this mobility section is to not skip your warm-up, which I know many of us tend to do. We'll go to the gym, like, I don't really want to go on a treadmill for like 5 minutes. Why don't I just work out? I'm going to tell you why that's a very bad idea. So when you warm up, you are increasing your core body temperature, which means your muscles are going to start to relax and be more stretchy, if you want to put it that way. let me just read some benefits, some scientifically proven benefits on warming up before your workout. They include increased blood flow to the muscle, which means you'll have more forceful muscle contractions and quicker relaxations, which will result in an increase in speed and strength during your exercise. As well as, for your mobility part, increasing your range of motions around your joints. That is like my big old benefit part. There's more, but those are more scientific, sliding filament theory, all that stuff, which I know many of you guys are probably not interested in. If you are, message me. I can give you more of the scientific-y side of that. You can also try and incorporate some dynamic stretches into your warm-up. Also, warm-up, stretching, not the same, like at all. Stretching is not a warm-up. Warming up is not stretching. But if you're gonna do warm up first, please warm up first. If you stretch your muscles without warming up, you have a risk of tearing. So if I put it in more generalized terms and stuff, think about it this way. If you stretch right away, your muscles are cold and you have an increased risk of tearing and pulling something, just injuring yourself in general. When you are all warmed up, your body's more relaxed, and when you stretch, it will be more flexible, and you will have a lot lower chance of injuring yourself during your workouts. Research has shown that excessive stretching, when the tissue temperatures are relatively low, increases your risk of connective tissue damage. So my generalized terms of just like cold muscle stretching, tearing, that means basically the same thing. So how do you know if you've had a good warm-up? Well, let me give you some other facts. You have few energy systems that your body uses. And for all those energy systems to start going, it takes about 2 to 3 minutes for them to all kick in. I tend to do a 5-minute warm-up on the treadmill. And you know you've had a good warm-up when you've broken out into a light sweat. Not like I'm dripping, that felt like a workout. No, that's a workout. That's different. You just want to increase your body temperature a little, and that is generally known to break you out into a light sweat, is how they phrase it. So warming up doesn't just get your body ready to work out, it also helps you prepare mentally. And my slogan for my Live Love Fitness LLF is, if your mind isn't in the right place, your body will follow. I have used that saying so many times on my Instagram for multiple topics, mainly on mental health, but this applies here as well. I don't know about you guys, but when I go to the gym, put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and get my playlist going, my warm-up, I'm walking on the treadmill or doing a light jog, and I have my music pumping, and I am just all ready to go. So getting on to the scientific side, research has shown that static stretching alone will not increase your core body temperature enough, and some scientific disadvantages say that science has shown that static stretching is a passive activity, which means that you have minimal friction of your sliding filaments occurring, and there are a few more disadvantages, but that already sounded scientific-y enough. I feel like for the majority of my viewers, you don't, unless you're in kinesiology related like fields, or you're just like a really big fitness person, sliding filament theory and all of that, just I don't think would be that interesting to talk about for the majority people. If you want more on that, again, message me and I will let you know. But just know that there are other scientific disadvantages. They just get more intricate and not explained in words that are understandable for those who are not like studying this field. Anyways, the overall point of this is that flexibility training should never be used as your method of warming up, and that you should always warm up before you exercise, which will help with your mobility and help prevent injuries and keep you safe and having a good, enjoyable workout. Also, please try and stretch after your warm-up as well as when you're done working out. But most importantly, do not skip your warm-up. Please do not skip your warm-up. Alright, that is the conclusion of my first fitness talk portion of my YouTube video. I really hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and press subscribe. It will really help my channel grow and reach more people. I also have my Instagram account, which is my main platform. That is where you can keep up with me on a daily basis. I post my stories basically every day, multiple times a day, and that is where I post all my workout videos. I do have my Facebook page, which you're more than welcome to like. I just have a lot of glitches and issues with my Facebook compared to the Instagram, which is why Instagram is my main platform. So yeah, if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to leave a comment. You can DM me on here, I think that's a thing. DM me on Instagram, leave comments. I always respond. I like interacting with my followers. So yeah, I just want to try and help as many people as possible. Health and fitness has made such an incredible, amazing, positive impact on my life, on who I am as a person, my outlook on the world and everything. I just want to pay it forward, I guess is how I'll put it, and try and help as many other people be able to experience this indescribable, life-changing, positive experience I've had with health and fitness, and hopefully change any negative views into positive ones that you may have on health and fitness and what it means to be healthy. Because that's a whole nother topic for another video, hopefully, that I will be able to make if you all enjoy this video. Yeah, so I will talk to you all soon, hopefully. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day or night whenever you're seeing this. Please share if you do like this. That would be great. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.